So you're telling me that if I just think positive thoughts that everything's going to get better? No, I wouldn't say that to you. I will say that there are benefits to having a positive focus that can be very powerful in helping us to navigate through challenging times. Hey, human, Coach Nate here with another mindful focus to share with you. I want to talk about the power of gratitude when in adversity, when you're going through a challenging experience or difficulty. We clearly know the difference between good times and not so good times, whether that's because we experienced good and then bad, or the inverse. But we know the difference. One thing, however, is we may not be fully aware of when things are good while they're good because we're so focused on the experience. We're not telling ourselves, "Oh, this is great." We're just enjoying ourselves, and that's natural. At least not as much as when there are bad times. Then it's unmistakable. This sucks. I really dislike this. This is uncomfortable, and any other adjective description that you'd want to put to it. In other words, it gets our full undivided attention. We are locked and loaded, focused on the degree of suctitude that we're having to deal with. It can the adversity challenges can feel like a hurricane of emotions filled with pain and regret and hopelessness, fear, uh, dread, worry, anxiety, all of those gripping us, gripping our hearts, gripping our minds. It can feel endless. Like it will go on and there's no end in sight. It can feel overwhelming. Then it can begin to spiral out of control. But it can only do that if we feed it. In other words, the emotions that we have around the adversities we face, the not so good times, the bad times, can only exist if we feed those emotions, if we how we respond, if we allow. It is seldom the event that causes the issue, it's how we respond and react and how we feel about it. So if that's true, how do we let go, live now, win in turning gratitude into a weapon to use against this adversity? Know that there are powerful tools, resources buried within each adversity, each problem, each challenge that we face that are available to us if we look for them. We're already thinking about, more than likely, how we wish things would be different or better. Let's just take better. How we wish things could be better than the way they are. Don't have enough money, wish I had more. Don't have enough food, wish I had more. Don't like this job, wish I had a different one. Relationship is really struggling and challenged, wish it could improve. That's a starting point. If we can take that, what we are wanting, desiring for better, and shift our focus to that, not to say focus on what we don't have, but focus instead on what we want to have, what we desire, that is a delineation. Not both parts. Because if you bring this piece of what I don't have and while you're focusing on what I do want, you're going to get a constant reminder of what isn't, what doesn't, what ain't. That goes over there. Put that over there and focus in on what is it that you desire? What is it that you want? What is it you'd like to have? What outcome? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to grow to? That begins to make a shift. The secret weapon of gratitude is a superpower that helps us to navigate, cope, and manage through, even mitigate the negative emotions that come along with adversity. What does that mean? There's always, always something that we can be grateful for. It may feel like your world has completely fallen apart. I get it, been there, lived it multiple times, not trivializing that in any way. At the worst of times, there was always something to be grateful for. It might be something as simple as I woke up this morning and I opened my eyes to gifts. There's something to be grateful for. If we look, we can find it. And we can start very, very small. It could be the smallest of measure. When we find that, it has friends. When we find that first thing to be grateful for, it has friends. And then we start to find other things to be grateful for. And they begin to grow and divide and grow and divide and grow and expand almost subconsciously because we've shifted our focus. Just like they can become overwhelming in the negative, look how quickly something goes wrong. Our minds spawn off all of these negative things, and it just all of a sudden we're overwhelmed. The same thing can happen on the positive side when we're thinking about things to be grateful for. Any of the five senses, any positive, we're still here despite. In this very moment, what can I be grateful for? I'm breathing. I can sit, I can stand. Whatever the case may be. I have breath, I can breathe. I can live to go on another day. Something to be grateful for. And then when we have that and we are able to somehow get over into that realm of gratitude, then we begin to take the power of the negative back and take all of that negative energy and turn it even against itself. You leveraging it. So and so and so and so negative. Yeah, but something positive. You can counter every, and that they don't coexist, negative and positive, maybe in a battery in a car. But the way to suppress those emotions, to not even suppress, wrong word, a way to destroy those negative emotions, negative, are with positive ones, gratitude. It may feel trite. It may feel, yeah, well, whatever. I've heard all this positive thought and energy. Really, what do you smoke? What do you, it, yeah, that's all hocus pocus. That's all some philosophical mindset. I get it. It may be the feeling that you have. It may feel awkward. I'm in immense pain. This is really miserable. And you want me to find something to be, yes, but do it anyway. Because what happens literally in our minds, positive chemicals are released when we shift the focus. It's not microwave instantaneous. Well, I mean, it does happen, but to feel the effects of it, when we continue to do that, it helps to shift the momentum internally from the war that's raging to help putting out and extinguish the fire of negativity because we're focusing our energy on the positive versus focusing our energy on the negative. Focusing our energy on the negative is pouring gasoline on fire. Focusing our energy on the positive is a fire extinguisher, it's water, it's a way to put out the flames and then reduce the smoke that we can't breathe, can't function in our emotions. And then that helps us to then navigate through, manage through the adversity, the challenge, the difficulty, even so much as shifting our minds to solutions, to hope, to I'll get through this, I've done it before, I'll do it again, to finding a way to help manage through, to cope with while in it, and even mitigate more of the negative from happening, more of the adversity from overtaking and overcoming us, all by that simple act That simple focus of finding something to be grateful for, something to be thankful for. That shift, it is small, but it is powerful. There's your secret weapon to help manage through adversity. Just sharing some insights with you. Feel free to try them or toss them. Both of those can be correct answers. Which one is something only you can determine for yourself? If you like this content, please do give a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post additional content like this. Share this with someone else who you feel might benefit from it. And as always, remember to let go, live now, and win.